This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
Nobody wanted to see the Dallas Cowboys start doing this, so we're going to be going through that and 3 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Dallas Cowboys news content like this, make sure to subscribe to this channel, hitting that red button down below. The first story is that the Dallas Cowboys could make a massive trade flip for CeeDee Lamb for Packers star the picks. The days keep passing without a new contract for Cowboys star CeeDee Lamb, which is not great for the team, but always good for their formulation of potential trade packages. Whimsical as they might be, but as August keeps plowing forward, the possibility of the Cowboys and Lamb making no progress and eventually having to consider NFL trade options grows, even if only incrementally. It does not help that the situation continues to be hijacked by outside noise. We have seen Lamb scrub the Cowboys from his social media accounts, a symbolic expression of frustration disgruntled players often utilize. We also seen team owner Jerry Jones step in it by saying there is no urgency to get Lamb into camp. Quote, he tried to clean up on Sunday after there was backlash from Lamb and others. All of that has little impact on the core issue for Lamb and the Cowboys, which is that Lamb wants to be paid $35 million annually like Justin Jefferson of the Vikings, and the Cowboys are trying their best to find ways to get as far below that number as possible until there is a resolution on that. Lamb's holdout will proceed, and if there is no hope for resolution, well then it will be time to consider hitting the eject button and finding a trade. That's the thinking at Bleacher Report this week. In an article titled 5 NFL teams that should revisit CeeDee Lamb trade amid Cowboys wide receiver holdout, the site's Maurice Mountain suggests that one viable deal could happen with the team that KO'd the Cowboys postseason hopes in January, the Packers. The Cowboys could get a star caliber player in return plus draft picks, and if that player can stay healthy, that is, the player is Christian Watson, who is seen in his promising career bogged down by 2 major hamstring issues. Still, the Cowboys know what Watson can do when healthy. His breakout game came against Dallas as a rookie when he posted a 107-yard, 3-touchdown game. Remembering that maybe the Cowboys would sign off on a deal. Cowboys would receive 2025 first round pick, 2025 third rounder, and Christian Watson, and then the Packers would receive CeeDee Lamb. It is a sizable package, and considering there should be some interesting options available at wide receiver in next year's draft, it's something the Cowboys would have to at least consider. But that's the only thing if they only get to a point of no return with Lamb. Fact is, the Cowboys hold the leverage in this situation. With Lamb already signed on a 5th-year option worth $18 million, that's not enough for a player who posted 135 catches and 1,749 yards last season, both franchise records. Alice, under the rules of the CBA, the Cowboys have every right to require Lamb to play under the contract. Lamb could continue to hold out, but he is going to cost himself significant money for the time he misses. If he decides not to play at all this year, it would hurt the Cowboys, but it would hurt Lamb a lot more. That's why Jones said there was no urgency. He tried to soothe the situation Sunday. Now I understand completely the angst that's happening when you're anxious about it, and someone says anything about whether you're missed out or not. Well, CeeDee Lamb, you're okay. You missed, right? Jones said, but you're not the missed one out here competing, and it does put a lot of pressure placed on us. Indeed, there is a little pressure on the Cowboys here, and that's why ultimately they're not trading Lamb just as of yet. But that definitely could change in the future and the future to come. The second story is Cowboys Dak Prescott talks on contracts are right on the way. As much as Dak Prescott's contractual future has been a constant talking point in the offseason, the Dallas Cowboys quarterback is not as consumed by it. I'm not putting that much thought into hoping it's getting done now. Hoping it gets done in a couple of weeks, during the season, or whenever it happens, Prescott said. I just know conversations are on the right way. Prescott, entering the final year of his deal, is set to make $29 million and count $55 million against the salary cap. Without an extension, Prescott will hit free agency in March and count $40 million against the Cowboys cap in 2025. Prescott said the idea has exchanged proposals, but would say only a lot of good things are going on in there. And he reiterated he has confidence in both sides working out a deal, whether it be soon or before March when he would become a free agent. I enjoy being a Cowboy 1000%. Enjoy living in Dallas, enjoy everything about it, Prescott said. But this is a business. Conversations are going well, but I'm thankful to be here where I am right now, and that's that. Prescott's health has become a minor topic after he missed a day of practice with ankle soreness last week. It was the second time in roughly a month that he had soreness before camp started. He was spotted in walking on a boot while on vacation. After a 71-play session against the Los Angeles Rams on Wednesday, he took part in a full workout Thursday and the Cowboys' last one before taking on the Las Vegas Raiders on Saturday. Prescott, of 31, suffered a fractured and dislocated right ankle in Week 5 of the 2020 season, but he has missed just one game since the leg issue. He missed 6 games in 2022 because of a broken thumb, but played every game last season. It was a nasty ankle injury, Prescott said. It's something that I do each and every day. Every other day, doing my rehab, making sure I'm staying focused on it. Not trying to miss anything, but yeah, as I've said, if anything, it's just going to be maybe a rest here and there. No long-term issues, especially with the schedule we're on. I don't see anything really coming from this and no residual effects. Prescott has his own therapist, Luke Miller, who works in concert with the Dallas Cowboys athletic training staff. He said they go through a checklist 6 days a week when they're working on his ankle, shoulder, or back. Those are all the places, the things where everything is fine. But we've got to keep the maintenance on it. Understanding my age, understanding how long I want to play, my expectations of myself in the play, Prescott said. Prescott did not put a time frame on how much longer he wants to play, but when I put the cleats down, I'm done, he said. I wanted to be on terms and not because my body said that's enough. So before we get to our next story, here's our word from our sponsor BetUS from Michael Vick.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
The third story is that the Dallas Cowboys are adding a former Auburn standout for pass rush help. In need of a pass rush help, the Dallas Cowboys are signing former Auburn standout Carl Lawson. The NFL team's official website reported on Thursday, Lawson has been unrestricted free agent since March 13. He joins Dallas to provide depth behind defensive ends Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. Cowboys defensive end Sam Williams, a former Lee Montgomery standout, tore the anterior cruciate and medial collateral ligaments in his left knee at practice on July 28. Lawson worked out for the Dallas Cowboys after Williams' injury, and Dallas signed Shaka Toney instead, but the Cowboys placed Toney on injured reserve on Thursday after he sustained a groin injury in Dallas preseason opener. Lawson became a forgotten player with the New York Jets in 2023 after starting every game for the Jets in 2022. First round draft pick Jermaine Johnson and former St. Paul's Episcopal standout Bryce Huff, Lawson played only 101 defensive snaps and did not record a sack or a quarterback hit last season. After joining the Cincinnati Bengals from Auburn as a 4th round choice in the 2017 NFL Draft, Lawson led the NFL's first-year players with 8.5 sacks and made the official Football Writers of America's All-Rookie team. Over the next 2 seasons, Lawson missed 13 games with injuries and totaled 6 sacks. In his 4th season, Lawson recorded 5.5 sacks and ranked 2nd in the NFL with 32 quarterback hits in 2020. That landed Lawson a 3-year, $45 million contract with the Jets as an unrestricted free agent. But before he played a game for New York, Lawson suffered a torn Achilles tendon during a joint training camp practice with the Green Bay Packers on August 19th, and the injury sidelined him for the 2021 NFL season. On top of this, the Dallas Cowboys also signed a 6'5" vet, cutting former rival less than 2 weeks after adding. And it has been a very busy 24 hours for the Dallas Cowboys as the team made several roster moves to bolster the depth chart. Dallas signed Cole Cabral while releasing Shaka Toney, like we mentioned, and less than 2 weeks after signing. Cabral adds some size on the offensive line at 6'5", 300 pounds. Per Stephen Jones, the Dallas Cowboys have signed OT Cole Cabral after working out a pair of guys today, DallasCowboys.com's Nick Harris noted in an August 14, 2024 message on X. Now, the Dallas Cowboys have weighed injured DE Shaka Toney as a corresponding move to this major. Now, Cabral is a bit of a journeyman with previous NFL stops, including the Arizona Cardinals, New Orleans Saints, Minnesota Vikings, Houston Texans, and also Los Angeles Rams. Most recently, Cabral was released by the Cardinals last August as the team finalized their 53-man roster. Dallas also signed former New York Jets pass rusher Carl Lawson. The Cowboys acquired defensive tackle Jordan Phillips in a trade with the New York Giants as well. Cabral was underdrafted after a standout collegiate career at Arizona State, earning second-team All-Pac-12 honors. Here's how NFL's Lance Zierlein described Cabral's pro outlook heading into the 2020 NFL Draft. He has both center and tackle experience, but will likely be considered solely in an interior lineman. On top of this, Zierlein also detailed in his pre-draft profile of Cabral possesses average size and good balance, plays with a wide base at the point of attack, and is up to 1 second level as a run blocker. He finds early positioning, but too often fails to follow through as a finisher. He's capable in pass protection, but needs to be quicker and more accurate with his punch. Thank you again to BetUS for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.